Today on In the Case Geek Culture, we have New Mutants 87. So if you've been watching my, I don't know if you call these things channels on here or what, my profile, whatever, you know that I'm a Cable fan. I love Cable. Cable can do no wrong, basically. I mean, we got Cables, Apocalypse Cable. I mean, he's my dude. And then whenever he teamed up with Deadpool, more of my dude. I mean, it made me like Deadpool. I wasn't even a Deadpool fan until he teamed up with Cable, and now I love Deadpool. So, this is a really cool little collection that I got here, if I say so myself. You have at least 2 printings and then a bunch of reprints. So, I mean, where do I start? Let's do a cool transition. So we can start off with the first print here. I've got a 9.8. I don't know why. Thank God I do. Because I don't know how much they are now, but it didn't cost me that much when I got it. But the cover is really cool. I mean, it's a great presentation of a first appearance. I mean, you can see here, it's first Cable, Strife, and the Mutant Liberation Front. And of course, it's Liefeld with Bob I can't even remember how to say that dude's name. Wyasek. And then, of course, the Todd McFarlane assist cover here. It's cool. Cable looks like he's about to be fucking Mad Max mixed with BDSM and a bunch of guns. And he's got that freaking laser looking eye. It looks awesome. I mean, you can't beat it. And the New Mutants at this time were blowing up pretty good. And they were getting ready to explode into the best-selling X-Force, led by Cable, which is also where Deadpool makes his second and third appearance. Deadpool makes his first appearance in New Mutants 98. There were a lot of big books at the end of New Mutants, and they let Rob Liefeld cook. So here's your first print, and then you have a second print here. Of course, I had to get it in 9.82. I love this so much, I bought the second print. It's not even worth crap, but I love it. And of course, I have 2 non-graded first prints, 2 non-graded second prints. Then I have a reprint, a reproduction, where they call it Cable and the New Mutants for the True Believer line. And then we have his first and Strife's first appearance in Marvel Age, number 82, which we'll bust out and show you here after a while whenever we go through the books. But the biggest difference between the first and second print is obviously the color. Not only is it the background, one being orange for the first print and then gold for the second print, which was very common back then. What were they called? Pressman variants, I think is what they were called. They were just gold. There were some X-Men. There was an X-Men I got of a Pressman variant that was gold with Jubilee crying on it. It was they did a lot like what was it? Jim Lee's first X-Men work. They did a Pressman gold variant of it too. And what's cool about these is you don't miss anything. Prices are the same. I mean, it's all cool. This one has the UK price on it too, which is pretty sweet. In fact, all of them do of the first print. And the second print, they go back to whatever that is. The color of Cable is also different. He's a lot more tan here, whereas he's a lot more brighter. Like, it's just like it lost a little bit of saturation, like they scanned it basically and put it over there. And of course, the Liefeld and McFarlane banner. Here comes a man called Cable. Like, huh? It's just cool. Second print, they blacked out the barcode and everything too. I think it was just direct. Or maybe this was one of the Pressmans where they inserted it into something. I don't remember. I just remember I got the second print first somehow. I think I traded it a kid. And then I destroyed it. And so I rebought all of it. But we can kind of go over the story a little bit and check out the insides of it. And we'll even compare first, second, and even the True Believer version so you can see the difference in the print qualities and stuff too. So let's get into it. It's Cable! So I used to love Marvel Age. I actually collected Marvel Age for a long time. And I've got a whole lot of them, to be honest with you. But I've started putting them with the comics they go with. So this one is with my Cable first appearance on 87. But Marvel Age 82, which they're just like preview books, basically. Back in the day, you'd buy them. Which now they just give away preview books. But, of course, it's the cover for Squadron Supreme. Then you open it up to page 11, and here is Liefeld's New Mutant Sketchbook number 2. And this is where you get to see the prototype original of Cable. Notice the hair. Notice how skinny he is. Notice how he has a lot less chrome on his upper body there. He's not quite as buff. He's got a weird backwards knee because Liefeld is a weirdo and he can't draw feet for shit either. That's just a long joke. He couldn't decide if it would be Cable or Cybrid. Thank God he went with Cable. There's Strife. Strife looking like Strife. I think he kind of had him nailed down really well. Is he a friend or a foe? But he doesn't name him, but we all know who that is. And then this guy's name is Cougar. But that's a pretty cool little look into that, right? So here's the first print of 87. I'm about to irk some people, but this is my reader copy. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, look at that beautiful thing. It's actually really nice. But it's my reader. And actually, I'm lying. This is my reader now. But until they let out this True Believer, this was actually my reader. So let's pop it open. Here you start with the Mutant Liberation Front, which is headed by Strife. And, you know, a lot of people don't know about, nobody knows about Strife in the Mutant Liberation Front. You know, but in true 90s fashion, you have this great spread of the people getting ready to set up their introduction. Yeah, Louise Simonson wrote this part before she left and went full-time X Factor. And Rob took over finally. But she's one of my favorite writers from Marvel back in the day too. Her and Claremont were just fantastic. She created Apocalypse, my favorite villain, and that was over in X Factor. She is a badass. So you turn it over and you get, of course, the huge spread with introducing everybody. You know, you get Reaper, who's through his flail emits paralyzing neural disruptors. Strobe, who can burn her way through almost anything. Wildside, who's also like another fucking Wolverine. They did a ton of these, by the way. And whenever they went to Image, same thing. He can distort reality. Forearm, who's also very popular from the X-Men animated series, being in the Savage Land, which is pretty funny. He's just a strong guy with forearms. You get the Shrinking Thumbelina, which is funny because she's like Big Bertha, but opposite. If you're not familiar with Big Bertha, Great Lake Avengers, check it out. It's not that great, but whatever. It's funny. Tempo, who can make her time fly with her. It's pretty, you know, it's so 90s, man. Late 80s. What was it? What year was this? 80? No, this was actually 90. Yeah, this was very beginning of 90. So 80 hard edge into 90, you know. It's right before we started the Raw era of wrestling. But I mean, the art in this is amazing. It's Rob Liefeld, and he was cooking back then. These old newsprint stuff like this, they're prone to like rubbing and smudging on the other pages. So you see like the black. It came off of here. See all this color here? Came off of here. That's what I mean by this is a reader copy. Yeah, the outside looks good, but the inside's all smudged up. And then here's Cable. That's him. That's his first appearance. Running with a gun. I mean, what happened, Sergeant? He's talking to the military people like they know who he is. It's pretty funny. You know, time's ticking down. He's going through. Look at these cool ass ads. Like, how fun is that? And then you have the most of the New Mutants in Asgard right now because Danny Moonstar became a Valkyrie. Speaking of which, and Danny was a fox. A warlock before he became Douglock. And, you know, they're about to leave. They just had a toast, and Danny's staying, and they're all sad. Look at that double dragon. Dude, I love that game. I have that game. But they're talking. They're getting back on. They're leaving. Bye-bye. Bye. And then you get Boom Boom just clicking through. Oh, Mystique. She's such a butthole. And then they're leaving. They're all still crying. There was a lot of exposition of leaving. And then they get on Warlock and fly away. And then there's Strife's first appearance. And look, he looks almost exactly the same as in that preview. Like, literally, the pose and all. It's pretty wild. And of course, there they are communicating with him. He tosses them because, you know, they ain't shit. He's Strife, god damn it. And then here they are running through the base, still attacking the military, old forum, going through Cable, looking all... They're flying through, going through the black hole, and then guess what? Mindless ones! Bah! Ba-boom! And they fight them off because, of course, the greatest Eastern convention, comic book convention schedule. Look at all those cool conventions back in the day. Super cool. Think about it, that's where we came from. What's funny is this came out in March, supposedly, but look, we're still in February. Then they're coming through. Oh, Reaper and all of them, Forearm, Cable. Ha! Surprise, motherfucker! And pops out, kabang! Blasts them. She didn't like that. Forearm was mad. Reaper was mad. Reaper tries to cut him. Cable's like, not today, fool. And gets on going. More ads. We love ads. There's the bullpen. Stan's bullpen with his soapbox. Love these. If you don't know about them, look them up and then read some of them. They're super fun. And then, Jesus Christ, you hear them kids? They're flying through. They get to New York. Cable's got his ass kicked a little bit. They're gathering everybody up to get out of there. And they drop off. They get gone. And then they get through the portal. They get back. Cable's laying there talking to the military like they're military. And they're like, what a crazy arm. He's like, yeah, give me a screwdriver and a fork, or a paper clip and a fork, I think is what he says. You look like hamburger. Look at it. And then he's waiting on the guys because he knows that the Mutant Liberation Front's coming to kill them. He's coming to kill the New Mutants. And then Incredible Savings Order Book. And Castlevania Adventures. And there's the back of it. It's pretty sweet. We'll just take a glance at the second printing, and then I'll show you this True Believers just so you have a idea. So here with the second print, I mean, if you just set it on top, like, you can see the difference. Like, look how brown that is. That's like a not brown. Belts, a lot more yellow. It's fun. It's a fun one. So, I mean, you just flip it open, you can tell that it's a different type of paper. I mean, it's the same type of paper, but it's not as, why aren't my fingers working here? But you see, like, the difference in color saturation? It is a big difference here. Wasn't a minor thing. But you can definitely tell it's different, and it is a different paper. It's not, like, quite as crappy of quality. I mean, look at them. Look, even all the stuff doesn't rub off. It's a big difference. But it's cool, man. See how much more vibrant it is on the inside of this one? So it's really, what do you want? Dark and gritty or vibrant? I think they're both quality. I think they're both cool to have. I think that it's awesome that they kept all the same ads and stuff in it too. So it's sweet. It's the exact same. Now let's pop out that True Believer one and show you. So with the True Believer, they put it on modern paper with modern printing types. And you're about to see how good it used to be versus now. Like, if you were to take something now and put it on the old paper, it wouldn't look as good. Let's be serious. Most of the stuff that looks good now is because of the print quality. But look how good this looks when they update it. Look at that. That is sick. Imagine if they still drew comics like this and they colored them like this. Like, it'd be sick, dude. Look, the ads have changed. It's pretty sweet. When was this one reprinted? 2017. So it's pretty cool, right? But look how vibrant that is, even more than the second print. And it looks insane. The new stuff just pops with the new printing. The old stuff pops with the new printing. Look at Cable. That's his first appearance again. Looks insane. So good. So, and this, look at that, Screaming Citadel. That was actually pretty alright, but I'm not a big fan of the Marvel Star Wars. And, I mean, just look, even Warlock looks cooler. Look at Strife. Sick! It's perfect, man. Let's see what the back cover is here. Secret Empire. Oh God, remember that piece of crap? And there's the Cable book that came out. It's great art. It looks good still. Maybe I should rephrase what I said earlier. The stuff doesn't look good just because of the printing. It looks even better. But if you take this stuff, which was simplified to work on the old type, and then you bring it to here, it still looks amazing. The art still holds up is basically what I mean. So, anyways, Cable fights the Freedom Force is a whole new ball game. I hope everybody enjoyed this overview of all the Cables, which is New Mutants 87 plus the Marvel Age 82. And we have the True Believer, the Pressman reprints. I mean, he's always going to be my favorite. He'll never not be my favorite. I don't care what they do to him. So check it out if you ever have a chance. These are something I'd pick up. I don't know if they're ever going to blow up again like they did when the movie came out. I don't care. I just love Cable. So maybe it's a good time to pick him up because you never know. They may make another one. So like and follow if you enjoyed. There they are, back on the shelf with their New Mutant brethren. What is that? Check them out. Anyways, like and follow.